It started long back. Actually, I'm a Sikh,
Mm.
and obviously, as we all know, the national bird of Sikh people is tandoori chicken. So I was born in a family where everyone used to eat meat, and it was very natural to do that.
Okay.
But around 30 years ago, I don't know what, something shifted inside me. There was a video on the dairy industry where they showed all the gory details and how the calves are killed and how the entire thing happens. And that's when I turned vegan, and that's how the whole thing started.
Okay.
So when I started in 2016, not many people knew about veganism.
Right.
But there were some people who were turning vegan because of health reasons, and there were some people who were turning vegan for the animals, for the environment. They really get shocked, surprised that how can vegan food be so tasty? Indians love spices. We were foreigners. We love our Indian food. So we have Indian, continentals, Chinese, everything which you would normally eat.
Okay.
So it's not like very different from,
What we eat.
what you eat. Yeah, usually eat.
Hello everyone, this is Akanksha and welcome back to our channel Evolve with Akanksha. Today's episode takes us to the heart of Mumbai, where one man is leading a quiet revolution. That is veganism. Meet Shammi Ji sir, who is the man behind India's first all-vegan store and now the cafe, Rare Earth Cafe. Hello sir.
Hi.
Sir, how did your personal journey towards the veganism started?
So it's a long story. It started long back. Actually, I'm a Sikh. And obviously, as we all know, the national bird of Sikh people is tandoori chicken. So I was born in a family where everyone used to eat meat, and it was very natural to do that.
Okay.
But around 30 years ago, I don't know what, something shifted inside me. I saw one goat being slaughtered, and I don't know, it just triggered something within me, and I gave up meat.
Okay.
And after that, after a long time, like, I didn't realize that even dairy is equally, cruel. So around 10 years ago, I saw this video online somewhere. Some, people post all these videos, and there was a video on the dairy industry where they showed all the gory details and, how the calves are killed and how the entire thing happens. And that's when I decided that, I don't want to have milk anymore. And I also wanted to do something for supporting that situation.
Okay.
That's why I turned vegan, and that's how the whole thing started.
Okay. So what was the turning point that made you realize that you couldn't be the part of animal cruelty anymore?
Turning point was, as I said, something shifted. Maybe have always had a spiritual bent. I used to read a lot. Maybe something, your consciousness changes and you start seeing things differently. And something which was very natural for me at one time didn't seem natural anymore. It just didn't feel correct. So I just knew that I had to give up eating meat.
Opening Mumbai's first vegan store must have come with challenges. What was the reaction?
So the thing was, like, I didn't think so much. When I turned vegan, and I realized that a lot of people were finding it difficult to get substitutes. You're used to eating certain things, right? Like butter, milk, cheese. If someone is a non-vegetarian, there's some things you're so used to. So we needed to have a place where you would get all these alternatives, or also the default products and stuff like that. So when I started in 2016, not many people knew about veganism.
Right.
But there were some people who were turning vegan because of health reasons, and there were some people who were turning vegan for the animals, for the environment. So there was not so much of a demand, but I felt like, whatever it is, something needs to be done about this. So this was my real estate office, and I had done very well in real estate, but I felt that this was a more important situation, and I wanted to do something about it. So I just overnight shut my real estate office and I started a store.
Okay.
And the reaction and the challenges you asked me, there were plenty, because there was a very small community
Right.
at that time who were interested in buying these products. And it seemed like it was growing and stuff like that, and it is, but it was still very difficult because your expenses are being the same like any other store. Even okay, this is our own place, so we don't pay rent out here, but there are still expenses, manpower, and so many other things. And handling a store is not easy when you're not in a mainstream location.
Yes.
So yes, there were lots of challenges, but it's fine. We are happy.
Many people still think that vegan food is boring, it lacks nutrition. What do you say to them?
What do I say to them? It's so funny. I mean, I can only say one thing. Come to Rare Earth, try our food, or see our reviews online.
Yes.
See how people react to our food. I mean, there are so many restaurants all over the world. You have so many things on Zomato, Swiggy. You see reviews left, right, center. You can just go anywhere, but you will never see the kind of reviews which we like. How we get the kind of exhilaration. Wow, the surprise factor. There are many instances, many times where people come, I don't like, and they come with someone who's vegan. Sometimes non-vegans also come.
Right.
Some are non-vegetarians, vegetarians. You eat, I'm not touching this food, and they'll end up ultimately eating more than the vegan.
Oh.
So it's only after you try. See, you cannot be prejudiced, and you cannot think from, vegan food is not. Have you tried it? No. And what is vegan food? It's not like something like, we don't get supplies from Jupiter or Mars. It's basic stuff. It's just no animal stuff. Like there's no dairy and there's no animal products used. That's all. Otherwise, everything is the same.
Right.
When I started, I remember at that time, one guy walked into my store and said, he was eating a banana. And he said, I've never eaten vegan food. So I said, I've never seen a non-veg banana. So I said, people are basically, I think, there is a lot of ignorance.
Right.
Try the food first, then judge. And I tell people, like, there sometimes people are hesitant. I tell them, sir, I'm going to serve it to you. You don't like it, don't pay for it. And trust me, I'm not kidding. They pay for it, they pay extra, maybe at times, but they also give me such a big review. So first, I think there's just some blockage. A vegan food is not something, it's in fact more tastier because real ingredients are used.
In a country where milk is considered as sacred, how do you explain the reality of dairy industry?
Milk is considered sacred.
Yeah.
Then they should visit a dairy farm, see for themselves. If you call that sacred, what do I say? So in the olden days, people used to have cows.
Right.
They used to treat the cow as a family member.
Right.
They were domesticated cows. And after the calves were fed, they used to get some milk, and that's how it was. Now it has become like so commercial, and basically there's milk solids in everything you touch, and I'm shocked at times there are supposed to be milks alternatives like coconut milk, which have milk solids in it. So I think people should do their own research and see the milk which was there earlier to now. And also, I feel that, it's my take that we were never supposed to actually have milk. I believe that nature is perfect. Nature, till the time we need milk, our mothers get milk. And once we can get onto solid food, the milk stops by itself.
Right.
Now, there is an intelligence behind all that, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah. So, should we listen to that intelligence rather than using our own intelligence? And we have shown, humans have shown themselves that we have gone against nature in so many ways.
Right.
Right? So I just feel that it's not required. I don't know how this, sometimes I just wonder who was that first man who saw a cow and decided to have, it's so funny.
What are some hidden truths about poultry and egg industry?
So again, like how there are so many things which people don't know about the dairy industry. Similarly, in the egg and poultry industry, there are so many things. It's basically a lot of male chicks are just killed. Lots of things are there which are not. I think there are many things which it can go on because it's a very touchy topic for me. So if you touch it there, it will. But I would just say explore and see for yourself. And it's what is being, what is going on. You should, I think, do your own, everyone should do their own research. Because sometimes I could say something. Person might say, but once you see it for yourself, you cannot say no. Right? Like that.
For you, this cafe is more than just a business, right? So what is the bigger vision behind this?
It's, first of all, a lot of people have this misconception that Rare Earth, it looks like a business. But I just want to ask you one question. You've been asking me so many questions. In 2016, when no one knew anything about veganism, if anyone started a vegan business, did it make business sense?
No.
So obviously there was a bigger thing than business.
Right.
I just felt that something needs to be done. There is a saying, I'd read it somewhere, that if a person plants a tree under whose shade he may never be able to sit, he has understood life. So this is my tree, which I have planted, and it is going to grow. And under the shade of this, I may be there, not be there, but it's a spark it's already building up. And lots of people after us have come in, and there's so much of spread of veganism all over. And obviously, I'm not saying that there are many people working, there are many people doing great work. Some are doing even more than what I can ever do. But this is what I can do, I'm doing. With whatever resources, I had no resources. I had no funds. I had nothing. I only had pure intent. And I started with that pure intent. I built it up. And from here, I'm going to keep building up. And now, yes, now we are changing our thinking. We are changing our whole idea, because we have realized that without having some commercial growth. We cannot sustain this and we cannot grow. And now I want to grow.
Absolutely.
Now I want to. So I want this tree to become huge, maybe cover the entire earth.
It will.
Yeah. So it's my vision. That's my vision. Because I really, our concept is live in harmony, don't harm any. When we can live peacefully, we can create harmony, we can create peace. Let's do that, no?
Definitely.
And right now, what is happening is people can't understand, because see, everyone thinks from how they are. They see things from their vision and their perspective. So people can't believe, how can someone do any work where he is not benefiting, where there's no money being made? How is it even possible? They don't realize how we have built this. I had to do real estate. I had to start real estate on the side, again make some money, again do the place up, again with great difficulty we have built this place. And I don't know where it will go, whether I may be able to sustain it, not sustain it, but I can only do what I can do, and that is do my best. The rest is up to whatever's to be.
What kind of reaction do you get from the first time visitors who tries vegan food at your cafe?
So a lot of people who come here, they find us. Most of them are vegan, and they come in from different parts of the world. They land up in Mumbai, they search, they come, and the feedback, I would say, rather than listening to me, check out the reviews, see our Instagram, and on Google, if you type Rare Earth Cafe, and all the reviews are there, read one by one, and you will understand what people feel. And yes, first time non-vegans, as I told you, there are times when there's a vegan who comes along with their friends who are not vegan. I told you, they really get shocked, surprised that how can vegan food be so tasty? And they get shocked, because what we have done here is we've tried to keep the food, it's not different from what you would regularly have.
Okay.
It's not like only very exotic or something. It's like Indians love spices. We were foreigners. They love our Indian food. So we have Indian, continentals, Chinese, everything which you would normally eat.
Okay.
So it's not like very different from,
What we eat.
what you eat. Yeah, usually eat. Yeah, I mean, difference is in the taste, because we are much better.
Oh.
100%. I can bet my everything on it.
Yes, I'm definitely going to try your food.
100%.
What does living cruelty-free lifestyle really means to you beyond the food?
Cruelty-free lifestyle is not only food. The leather industry, everything. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. The lipstick you use. As a child, we used to have those lollipops, red color. You just check on Google how that red color comes. You'll be shocked. And people don't even know what they're eating.
Yes.
And basically, cruelty-free life is also about all these things. Definitely, you should not cause harm to any animals, to any beings in any way. Why should you?
Absolutely.
It's not like you are sort of dependent on, we are made to believe that, oh, you don't have meat, and where will you get your protein from, and where will this happen from, and where will that happen from? These are all lies. And it has been proved. You see vegan bodybuilders, you see you'll be shocked at how, where do they get their protein from? Yeah, one place is Rare Earth for sure. You get lots of protein here. But everything you eat, you know, it's basically, you know, like, see, they will try to say that, you know, oh, meat, you know, it's a complete source of protein. Yes, complete source of. But do you have rice by itself, or you have any vegetarian thing by itself? You'll have rice, you'll have rajma.
Right.
Okay, so there's protein in rice, there's protein in uh, rajma. If combine it together, you get all the amino acids. You understand? So many such things are there. It's all marketing. It's not real, you know. And many people don't believe that. Oh, you know, what marketing? No, no, it's not. Come on. We know there are lots of things which we consume. You know, uh, we know that. I mean, it's marketed to us, which is, we know somewhere down inside us that this is not good for me. If I have this particular drink, it's going to harm me. But still, that addiction is there. There's subliminal marketing. There's so many types of marketing. We have been fed with so much, you know. So that's about it.
What was some toughest challenges when you were starting this cafe?
Definitely money. Definitely, I didn't have any know-how. But that's something not new to me, because when I got out of college, I started manufacturing jeans. I knew nothing about that. And we went on to becoming #1 in the local brand category.
Okay.
After that, we had a problem. There was some kind of a sabotage. We lost a lot of money. I was -1 crore 25 years ago.
Okay.
I paid that through real estate. Again, I didn't know anything in that. And then I started the store. So I just started. I just jump into it and learn to swim later. So that's about it. Challenges. Yeah. Maybe if I could rewind and go back, I would do a lot of things differently. But that time I did things as per the time, the situation, and it just seems like a different world now from when I started. So I'm changing as per the new world and growing. And definitely we are going to meet every challenge and say, instead of challenge, we will make it chalenga, chalega.
Yes. Do you feel that people's mindset is changing when it comes to compassionate and conscious living?
I would want to believe that, but when I look around me, I still see a lot of darkness. Though there is a lot of change, I am surprised at times when, like, you know, sometimes people come, are you sure it's all vegan? Are you sure? And I say, where were you 9 years of my life? You know? So things are changing. People are coming. You know, earlier we used to have all foreigners here, mostly all foreigners. Before COVID, my place used to be filled with foreigners and stuff. After COVID, that dropped. But luckily, Indians now have started understanding. There is definitely change happening. But you know, but still, you know, see, I totally understand. See, people have been fed with something for so long.
Right.
It's very difficult, you know, like 20 times if a lie is told to you, you will believe it's the truth. You know, so if you try to tell the truth, people will think this guy is talking rubbish. He's a madman. You know, but time will say, and it is. I mean, already, like, you know, people who have turned towards a more compassionate kind of living, more harmonious kind of living. I feel that they are happier, and and I I feel that I see a lot of change in them, you know. So definitely things will take time, but things are going to happen. I'm not resting till that happens.
You have also had a deep spiritual journey. Tell us something about that.
I have always had this very curious mind. And when I was in school, there was a bookstore nearby. Every day I used to go buy a new book, read a lot. And, in those days we had the Amar Chitra Katha. So many beautiful stories were there about saints and uh, things. I am one person, I like to go to the end of something.
Right.
Not just, how is this possible? How is that possible? So I kept reading, going deeper and deeper. And I read about each and every possible saint, about so many different things. And I also uh, did a lot of inner understanding. So I used to meditate a lot, and then I got into Reiki. I did the mastership, and I used to teach Reiki. There was a time in between when I used to teach spirituality, meditation out here.
Okay.
And also, one of the 5 principles of Reiki is do not harm any living being. Reiki means universal life force energy. Universal life force energy means that life force energy is universal, it's in everybody. You know? So, what is animating me is animating an animal, is animating everything. The entire world is being animated by that. So, definitely we should, respect that energy and, try to be cruelty-free. That's what spirituality taught me. And it also changed me in many ways. Like what I was at one time to now, people who know me from those days to now, there's a huge difference. I could give up. I used to smoke a lot. I used to drink. I used to go party. I used to do everything possible. And from those days, I mean, ask somebody who is into smoking or drinking and stuff like that. It's very difficult to give those things up. So spirituality gave me the power. It gave me the power to go through the ups and downs of life and situation, and it gave me the power. Now I know I was getting ready for something, and that was rarer. Because for me, this is my, I think this is not any less spiritual, because it is very needed in today's times where I don't know how much of an effect I can create, how much of impact I can create, but I will create enough, that I know. I am resilient because of spirituality. I can keep going on. I can keep coming back after the fall because of spirituality.
Yes.
So it's very important.
For someone who wants to live more sustainable life, what 3 simple steps would you recommend?
I would recommend 3 different steps. I would recommend 1 step, go vegan. And when you go vegan, all other steps fall in veganism. Veganism is complete. It's natural. It's a natural way of living. It is being in harmony with nature. So when you turn vegan, sustainability becomes very natural. You yourself, your thoughts, your everything will turn to a more conscious way of living. You will want as much as possible to avoid plastic. You would want to live everything. Like, I mean, I'm going little off this thing, but overall, going vegan is the answer.
Right.
Because that's the one cure for all diseases.
For someone who are just beginning their vegan journey, what are the easy steps to start?
For someone who's just turning vegan, what are the easy steps to start? Turning vegan is very easy. It's like your normal food, what you eat in the house. If you're a vegetarian, obviously, all you have to do is substitute the ghee with vegan ghee, butter with vegan butter. But otherwise, even if you don't really need all these alternatives.
Right.
Your regular food, like your dals, your rajmas, your bhajis, so many things are by default vegan anyways.
Absolutely.
So there's nothing fancy you need to do. For the non-vegetarian, obviously they have to give up. I would like to believe that a non-vegetarian doesn't eat only meat and they have the veggies and other things. So all they have to do is give up the non-veg and the remaining things are the same. There's so much to eat. In fact, when you turn vegan, you realize that, oh my God, I missed out on so much. You know, there are so many different vegetables, there are so many different combinations, so many things which you can, eat. So it's not difficult, but if anyone is finding it difficult, we can surely help. They can definitely call me anytime and I can guide them.
Okay.
Because my purpose is to bring about, create a more harmonious world. That's what I aim to do.
Sure. So what message you want to pass on to our audience?
Message is only one, that don't, many people, they are hesitant and they think, no, it's not easy to turn vegan. It's so difficult. How will we do it? Family will not agree. This will not happen. That will not happen. How will it taste? Will I be able to sustain it? Will it affect my health? And so many things are there. So I would say that, first of all, leave your prejudices. It's a better, everyone, we are evolving. Humans have evolved over the years. Now the time has come to step into the future. And future is veganism. So the sooner you do it, the better it is. I'm here to help. I'm here to guide. If anyone needs any help, any guidance, you can always come to Rare Earth Cafe and I can definitely break all your myths and I can take you and on this beautiful journey. I can make you start on it in an easier manner, and whatever assistance, help you need, I'm always there.
Okay. So first of all, thank you for having us over here. And your journey is anything but ordinary. And if you want to start your veganism journey, you can start it from Rare Earth Cafe. Thank you, sir. The food was delicious and it was very nice meeting you.
Thank you, Akansha, for having me on your show. It was a great pleasure and I really enjoyed it. Thank you.